It's Wednesday the 26th of August, the day after Storm Francis hit pretty hard, so we haven't really had that much damage to the site or the plots, so it's looking okay. So I'm just going to do a very quick tour around to show you what we're growing at the moment. Got some nice cobs of corn that we've already picked a few of a couple of evenings ago, and there's a fair few ready for ripening at the moment, and they are really nice. They're really delicious with a little bit of chilli and a bit of butter. They're very nice indeed. We've also got plenty of runner beans. We've been picking these really regularly over the last couple of weeks. They're a really nice variety, and they're lovely in stews or on their own, or even the young ones, the young beans, are really nice in salads as well. So we've got quite a lot of them left to pick through the season. We've got some going to seed here, some endives, but we've also got some dill in amongst these as well. Some lovely cucumbers, outdoor cucumbers. We're going to be ready soon, and we should be cropping these, I imagine, in another probably week or so. They're getting quite sizable now, so they're really nice at the moment. We've got some more cabbage planted out, lots of radish. These are really nice. The white radish are really lovely, tasty again in stir fries, stews, on sandwiches. They're great, salads. Leeks we've got coming up, beg your pardon, spring onions. We've got spring onions coming up here. This tunnel we need to sort because we transplanted peas from here over to the climbing frames over there on the end, and we need to get a new crop in here fairly soon. Got a nice row of radish again coming up. This area will be another no-dig area, so we're going to be covering this area again with cardboard, half of it in soil. There's quite a few areas around the site that are no-dig. What else have we got? We've got more kohlrabi in here. A full tunnel of kohlrabi, which is really nice braised as a vegetable on its own. We've just transplanted some bright lights as well, some chard, from one area into this one because it's more in full sun, and we've got some more spring onions and more radish coming up there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we've got a further run on kohlrabi here, so we're going to get a great crop of kohlrabi. Some endives again. We've planted a later crop at the side here because the ones over at the far side that are seeded, they'll be uprooted shortly and be going on the compost. Got some Matsuna here. This always does good as an autumn into winter crop. There's a purple Matsuna that we're planting as well, but this is the common Matsuna, and that is gorgeous in salads, sandwiches. Again, you can cook it, fry it, add it to stews, all kinds of things. Nice bed of rocket, which is doing quite well, considering we've had so much rain and so many storms already this year. Everything's pretty good. We've lifted all our potatoes now. We planted Desiree this year, so they've all been lifted. We've got a mixture of spring onions in here, we've got Elodie and Lilia. So the fall one is Lilia and the younger, earlier crop is Elodie. And we've got some nice F1 Cardiel beetroots in this one. So they're really nice. Horseradish is great all year round. But we've yet to make a horseradish sauce with this. So we really need to monopolise on that. The zucchini have done quite well this year. I'll just pop round and show you. We've been cropping this regularly over the last couple of weeks, and we've still got some developing from the flowers here. Just trying to remember, I think it's Parador, this one. And it's a really nice flavoursome zucchini, and they get quite sizable. The ones we've been picking recently are probably, I'd say probably around 8 inches, could be even longer. Really big, but these are in the very early stages at the moment. Hollyhocks we're letting to go to seed, which we'll collect towards the autumn and then resow for next year. So all in all, it's doing quite well. And another sizable zucchini we've got there. We've not had a good crop of tomatoes this year because we only planted a few out in the greenhouse here, and we planted a lot at home in the garden, but even today we found that we've actually got blight. So we've had to compost most of our tomatoes from home. We've taken off the green ones, so we're going to make some chutney with them. We'll do the same with these. In the greenhouse we've got a lot of corn salad growing. Some of the endive is now going to seed, but we've got pak choy, and we've also got some chicory and some fennel. So we'll get some things, some overwintering salads out of this, and we'll add more. We've got a wonderful bed of comfrey here, which the bees absolutely love, and this grows all through the year. It only stops come a couple of winter months, December, January, February. But the rest of the year it's thriving, and the bees absolutely love it. They're all buzzing around here at the moment. It's got a lot of uses, comfrey, as well. We also lay it between our potatoes to keep the plants healthy, and we make a wonderful liquid feed, which I'll show you here. We've got lots of comfrey in the bin in here, topped up with water, and we stir it and add to it every so often, and then when it's ready after a couple of months, probably about 4 or 5 months that's been in there, we decant it into here, and then we decant it into even smaller containers, and then we use it for feeding absolutely everything here at the plot and at home, and it's a fantastic, healthy, nutritious liquid feed for all your plants. Well, we've got Phil on the next door neighbour's plot picking damsons, with permission, of course. This tree gets a huge amount of damson fruit, and they've said to pick some, because I think in about a week's time they're going to be spoiled. So they've said to actually pick some, and we'll make some jam, and then we'll swap some jam with them, because they've actually said we can have some of their free damsons, which is great. So we'll get a couple of pound of them and we'll make some lovely damson jam.
And green gage.
Oh, and green gage, yes. So that'll be really nice. So how are they? There's plenty of them?
There's loads.
Yeah, John said we could pick some, didn't he?
Yeah, what's left?
What's
you just
left?
have to watch
Yeah,
the wasps.
I mean, some are
Loads of
starting
wasps.
to spoil now here.
The fermenting
The
on
fermenting, yeah. So in another week they'll all drop and wither.
Yeah.
So we need to get as many of the good ones. I mean, there's lots of good ones further up. And we'll make
But look at these
a
though.
really nice. Oh, God, isn't the colour beautiful on them?
I love the
Beautiful.
you know, the velvet
Yeah,
coating
it's very smooth, isn't it?
when you know, it's got a lovely texture.
So
to
we'll be
it.
planning on making a jam with the damsons. We've done it in previous years, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we've swapped
Jam's good.
some jams. What about the green gages?
Well, I might just mix them in with the
mix them in just to
and,
give it that more fruity,
yeah, just.
tarty flavour.
I've never used green gage much, but damson jam's lovely.
It's beautiful jam, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
very dark and rich, full of
It is.
vitamin C as well.
Yeah, it makes a nice wine as well.
Have we made damson wine
yeah,
before?
we have. Yeah, we've had damson wine before. It's very
Oh.
dark red wine, rich,
Rich,
full-bodied.
yeah.
If you're
So
into
maybe
your
we could
wines.
do both, yeah?
Well, we don't make wine these days much.
Well,
so
we could put one on in the demi-john,
You reckon?
put the fruit on the fermented bin
Yeah, you never know.
and try it. Okay. Well, I think that's the end of our plot tour.
Have you been round the plot?
I've taken people round, yeah, to have a look. And considering the storm, we're not too bad. Haven't had that much damage. So, until our next time, I'll say a bientôt. Goodbye.